Harry was caught on a backstage camera as he sprinted away from Meg, who desperately attempted to reach out to him. Meghan had joined her husband at an event on Tuesday to celebrate a competition's family and friends party. In front of the cameras, the couple appeared ecstatic to be reunited. However, behind the scenes, there were photos and clips showing Meghan's futile attempts to hold Harry's hand as he evaded her at the Invictus Games event. Eventually, Harry relented, and Meghan couldn't resist taking pictures with the Sussex squad. The atmosphere was reminiscent of The Lion King, as they played out the scene with Harry as the elusive prey and Meghan as the determined pursuer. She grabbed hold of him briefly, only to release him as she had to greet her squad. She skillfully handled the phones to capture candid shots, avoiding the usual staged images by background photographers. Screenshots from Dusseldorf showed Meghan persistently reaching out for Harry, repeatedly chasing after him as he briskly walked away, waving to fans, and completely ignoring his wife. It didn't appear that her intent was to seek comfort or ease anxiety. Rather, she seemed determined to assert dominance and control. Harry's anxiety was evident, especially when he was not in his comfort zone, setting off alarms for Meghan, who appeared to have narcissistic codependent tendencies. In her efforts to regain control, she orchestrated situations that triggered his anxiety, creating an unfortunate and stressful dynamic. It was a challenging way for Harry to live, as he struggled with anxiety, and the moments of genuine connection and happiness were few and far between. Harry is clearly taking intentional strides ahead, attempting to evade any grasping attempts. He appears visibly exasperated, a sentiment he's been harboring for a while now. It will be intriguing to witness what unfolds after the conclusion of the Invictus event, as this marks his final major public commitment for the foreseeable future, presenting the perfect opportunity for him to make a significant change. In another clip, Meghan's facade momentarily crumbles when she realizes she's being overlooked by a woman engrossed in conversation with Harry. The woman seems hesitant about giving a microphone to Meghan, who was attempting to speak but found no attentive ears. Meghan's habit of reaching for her hair when she senses someone isn't paying attention is a revealing telltale sign. She often exhibits the behavior of constantly scanning the surroundings for someone more captivating to converse with, even when she appears engaged with someone in conversation. This tendency makes insincere people more at ease around Harry than around her. Harry exudes a down-to-earth and charismatic aura, which tends to outshine her own charisma, albeit slightly. In the eyes of many, she remains the central figure in the ongoing Sussex scandal, a fact she struggles to come to terms with. She is unwilling to acknowledge that people are more captivated by Harry than they are by her. This was evident in the Dior deal, where she pressed Harry to be included, despite their alleged interest solely in him. Months had passed since Meghan Markle was last spotted wearing one of her most cherished pieces of jewelry, and today, as she stepped out with Prince Harry, it was notably absent. The Duchess of Sussex and her husband presented a united front as they walked hand in hand to a warm reception, attending a wheelchair basketball match at the Invictus Games in Dusseldorf. On her wrist, she sported her beloved Cartier bracelet, valued at £7,000, alongside Princess Diana's priceless Cartier tank watch, which has a similar version priced at £21,400. Adorning her right hand was a $62,000 Lorraine Schwartz diamond pinky ring. However, her engagement ring, a gift from Harry in 2017, was once again conspicuously absent from her left ring finger. Questions about the origin of the pinky ring, which Meghan has worn on multiple occasions in 2021, have lingered. Initially, Prince Harry and Meghan refuted claims that the ring was adorned with diamonds gifted to them by an undisclosed donor in the Middle East. They clarified that the piece had been sourced directly from the designer by a stylist for a photo shoot, asserting no connection to a mysterious Middle Eastern donor. However, their stance took a remarkable about-face, with them later retracting the denial and clarifying that they were indeed referring to a different ring. Notably, there was no further mention of the Lorraine Schwartz ring worn on her right hand, raising questions about whether Meghan is concealing something about the diamond's origin. This diamond first appeared on her finger in October 2020. If the diamonds did, in fact, originate from the Middle East, It remains unclear whether Meghan received the gift while she was still actively engaged in royal duties or after her final official duties concluded in early March 2020. While she didn't undertake an official visit to the region, the possibility remains that she embarked on a private trip. Additionally, the diamonds used in Meghan's enigmatic pinky ring were also fashioned into earrings she wore during Trooping the Color, presumably received as a gift from the Middle East. It's as if she believes altering the settings of these diamonds will divert attention from their controversial origins, given by a Saudi prince. Whether these diamonds adorn a flashy pinky ring or seemingly less extravagant earrings, it's hard to ignore the dissonance between her public image and her choice of jewelry. One might expect someone who wishes to avoid associations with unsavory characters not to flaunt jewelry gifted by a figure with a dubious reputation. Yet Meghan's apparent greed seems to overshadow any concerns about the source of these expensive diamonds. She lacks both the intelligence and moral scruples to care about the implications. Even if the earrings were indeed a gift from a crown prince, it's disheartening that she can't don any jewelry without raising questions. Admittedly, much of this scrutiny is of their own making. Why doesn't Harry simply claim that these pieces were fashioned from family diamonds? Perhaps because it would be a falsehood, even if he's not averse to bending the truth on occasion. It's entirely possible that they've already had heated discussions about this matter. As a former royal, he surely comprehends that wearing such jewelry can cast a negative light. However, if Meghan has made up her mind, she's unlikely to heed his counsel. While she didn't officially visit the region, there remains the possibility that she undertook a private trip. Furthermore, the diamonds used in Meghan's enigmatic pinky ring were repurposed into earrings, which she wore during the Trooping the Color event after receiving them as a gift from the Middle East. It's almost as if she believes she can divert attention by altering the settings in which the diamonds are displayed. This diamond is quite controversial, given its origin from a Saudi prince. Whether it's in an ostentatious pinky ring or what some might describe as less extravagant earrings, one might expect someone not to wear diamond jewelry gifted by a figure with a questionable reputation. However, Meghan's seemingly insatiable desire for opulence appears to override any concerns about the moral implications. It's disheartening that she cannot wear any jewelry without raising questions, but it's a situation of their own making. As for Harry, he might choose not to claim that the jewelry is fashioned from family diamonds, possibly because such a statement would be untrue, although that has rarely deterred him in the past. There's a possibility that they have already had disagreements about this matter. Given Harry's familiarity with the norms